Welcome to episode 6 of my winter garden series. If you're new here, I'm from Southern Oregon and this is my first year growing a winter garden, so I'm sharing the wins and the losses along the way. So let's check on the plants and see what's going on.
So last week we planted the clover and it's hard to see, but like that's a baby clover right there. You can see a couple of them popping out like right there.
So eventually this whole bed is just going to be full of clover. Broccoli finally coming in with some super impressive growth. This one over here just got completely ripped apart. So out of like the 12 or so broccoli I've planted, that one's the only one that's been completely destroyed. So we're doing pretty good so far. Look at that lettuce. Even this one group that was completely destroyed starting to shoot back. You can see like, look at that. We did have our first freeze in Southern Oregon. There was 2 nights that got below 32. And like the greens are really sensitive to frost, but I'm happy to see everything, no freeze damage so far. Same thing with the cauliflower. There's like 1 or 2 that got destroyed, but most of them have made it so far. Tell on the bottom of this leaf there's some aphids. I'm gonna have to go grab this soap sprayer and I'm gonna give some of these a hose down real quick. I literally just saw those aphids as I was out here. I didn't know they were out here, but it's gonna be pretty cold again tonight and I don't want them to be wet when it freezes, so I'm gonna spray them now rather than later. I'll show you my go-to bug spray. So here's the only thing I spray my garden with. It's completely organic and literally made for babies. I don't make any money from this company. I'm just passionate about clean products for clean food. Although I probably should be getting paid. So if you work for Dr. Bronner's, hit me up. The ratio is 1 tablespoon of soap per quart of preferably warm water. Mine's cold because it was in the garage, but that's just, it's fine. The important part is to just get the top of the leaf, but also the underside of the leaf. Because as you saw earlier, the underside's where they like to hang out most of the time. You don't even know they're there until you flip the leaf over. And just like that, you'll never have bug problems again without having to use toxic chemicals in your garden. Anyways, let's get back to checking on the rest of the plants. Some of the spinach over here, I think I'm gonna start harvesting some of these next week because like, you could definitely pull some of that for baby spinach. Look at that one, look at all that. So here's the green onion from last week. It hasn't really grown much, but that's totally expected because I just put it in there. I'm expecting to see this thing really blow up. So look, we got cauliflower all grown in here. The lettuce doing good in between over there. Got all the spinach over here. Boom, lettuce right down the middle here. Broccoli all around the edge and throughout here, along with some random onions that just sprouted up. That's it for week 6, guys. We found some aphids in the garden, which I'm happy I caught them now, because if I didn't see them till next week, they could really become a problem. With young plants like that, you just don't really want to let it get out of control. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, because next week I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to fertilize for a winter garden.